Hello and welcome to Media Rumble. I'm Chris, and this is the Star Wars Senate. With Star Wars Rebels, it seems that for a long time now, all roads are leading to Ezra having to make a decision. The ultimate decision for all Force-sensitive individuals. What side will they be on? We've seen it all before. The Padawan thinks that the Master's holding them back by keeping information from them and not letting them reach their full potential. And this is when another option for progression becomes available and entices them towards a different path. And this is ultimately when the decision is made. Now, as far as we know, Ezra and Kanan aren't longed for this galaxy, and barring a cameo in Rogue One or any of the other canon materials, Ezra and Kanan won't be around at the time of A New Hope. So Ezra joining the dark side could simply be a matter of self-preservation. The crew of the Ghost could start to go down a path that Ezra doesn't want to follow, a path that leads to them making mistakes and putting themselves in danger. And these are mistakes that Ezra could believe that he could have prevented and will eventually get them killed. This could lead to him abandoning the crew of the Ghost and continuing the ongoing battle with the Empire on his own terms. And he could potentially act recklessly when he's out there, with attention only towards his goal rather than the consequences of his actions. The radicalisation of Ezra could be an incredible storyline for Star Wars Rebels. It could show a whole new perspective of the Force. And up until recently, the films and TV shows have only really given us a black and white view of the Force, and the only person that actually operates in the grey is the Bendu, someone who's just simply a spectator to the galaxy's troubles. But by turning Ezra into a character who believes he's doing good while wielding dark side powers, it could really expand the perception of the Force and really show how good and evil can take many forms. And this concept has already been introduced in the films. When Chancellor Palpatine starts his story of Darth Plagueis, he makes a compelling argument that the Jedi and the Sith are very similar in most ways, even the fact that they both desire power. We've been informed that the Jedi look at knowledge as a gateway, as something that can reach a higher learning for them, while the Sith are just simply people who look at knowledge as a tool they can use to achieve their goals and become more powerful. But if Ezra takes on the traits of a Sith while having the goals of a Jedi, this would make him a chaotic good, something that's a far cry from the true neutral of the Bendu. By warping the conventions of good and evil within the show, it could really make a compelling storyline for Rebels. And with a full season dedicated to the crew of the Ghost tracking down Ezra and minimising his destruction, we could see the impact across each individual in the crew, while also looking at how Ezra's actions affect him as a person and whether he starts shifting between each side. Following Ezra on this journey would be a whole new ballgame for Rebels, and I do believe that this show will take a darker turn, whether it's this year or 2 years from now. The original audience of the show will mature, and as it matures, I believe that Disney will have some wiggle room to darken the storylines and really build a legacy of Star Wars Rebels as one which pushes the boundaries of what Star Wars can be. So looking at Ezra and his relationship with the dark side, I originally had a whole different view on it, and especially the reasoning behind it. But the more that I looked at it, the more I saw that turning Ezra to the dark side wasn't something simply for the good of the character, it was something for the good of the show. But please don't just accept my view on it. Let me know why you think Ezra should join the dark side, or why he shouldn't. It can be as simple as you like. And that's the amazing thing to me about Star Wars and just entertainment in general. Anyone can have their own theories and opinions about the storylines. Well, storylines that don't involve Snoke, because every theory about Snoke is wrong. So make sure you comment down below with your opinion on what you think the path for Rebels will be. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button so I know that I'm on the right track. And if you want to see more videos like this, make sure you subscribe, where you can come back every single week to see a new Star Wars Senate. And if you want to check out the previous episode of Star Wars Senate, you can click down there where you can watch what I think about Thrawn's master plan for the season. And if you want to see my opinions on Red Dead Redemption 2, and specifically what plot details I can pick out from the announcement trailer, click down there. And as always, thanks for watching the Star Wars Senate. May the Force be with you.